Zando Penguin Audio presents Freakslaw by Jane Flett. Narrated by Abigail Lawrie.
For Alex, co-conspirator in Adventureland. A note on language and representation. I've chosen to write a book about freaks, a group of people who've been cast out of conventional society for one reason or another, whether that's sexuality, gender, race, weight, or disability. In doing so, I wanted to honour the ways in which our marginalities are so often a source of power, community, and triumph, rather than something we succeed in spite of. At the same time, these are not all identities I share, and I particularly considered whether or not I wanted to write about disability and how people have been ostracised because of it. In the end, I felt writing a book about a freak show, while excluding the physicality of that, would mean erasing the ableist history of these performances in a way that was both dishonest and unhelpful. I hope I've done justice to the whole, complex lives of the Freakslaw's inhabitants, and this book can serve as both a love letter to community and a reminder of how our struggle is connected. I'm especially grateful to the readers with lived experience who offered their feedback on these topics. Their insight is so appreciated, and any remaining inaccuracies are mine to own. This is a quote from The Craft. "We are the weirdos, mister." Welcome to the funhouse. The trucks show up one afternoon like a parade of chorus girls with dirty knickers. Prancing down Main Street, all cackles and engine revs, purple feathers fluttering from their rear-view mirrors. In the dreich afternoon drizzle, they are as garish as a cartoon. If you have small children, or wayward teenagers for that matter, you might want to take this moment to stop up their ears with cotton wool and clutch their sticky brat hands tight. The trucks are oh so bright and oh so tempting, and it's bad luck to start any tale with screeched brakes and an ambulance siren. Beneath the polished steel tracks of the roller coaster, Gloria the teller sits high in her cab, webbed fingers splayed on the steering wheel, zebra print top hat askew. Snuggled on top of a neon waltzer, the twins hiss secrets and plot in each other's ears. On their lap, they clutch a metal cash box with 6,000 stolen pounds inside. And in the haunted house's truck of ghosts, the pin gal props her feet on the dashboard and plays the marimba on the piercings of her ribcage. Her music is jerky and ancient, a wind-up magic box song that means everything is about to begin. When they reach the end of Main Street, the procession snakes around the back of Cost Cutters, past the bus stop, the place of fag butts' first kisses, and the one escape route out of this town. Miss Maria peers from her specially strengthened lavender caravan and wraps her feather boa tight as 3 kids scarf the dregs of a bottle of Glen's. Gobby with vodka, the shortest one raises his middle finger at the caravans and hawks up a swear. But then Gloria the teller shoots him a wink, and the kid freezes, as if he's forgotten what he intended. He's left holding his finger in the air while the folk in the cab screech and blow kisses and take the turn towards Jimmy's field. The laughter carries them over the potholes of broken roads, past the Ladbrokes and the Poundland and the boarded-up shop fronts. Miss Maria's 17 chins ripple like belly dancers clad in copper coins and sparkly intent. The trucks jiggle along. And then there's Nancy, teen witch, trouble-douser, and human contortionist, sitting in the back of Gloria's lorry, every surface piled high with mystic altars. As they hit the potholes, things fall. A high priestess tarot card, a tangle of prayer beads, 3 baby teeth. Nancy ignores them, too busy leaning out the window, taking in the lie of the land. A green-brown sludge for miles and miles with just a small eruption of streets, like a pustule the earth's barfed out. But potential. She can sense that too, beneath it all. As this day-glow horror creeps through Pitlaw, the curtains huff and rustle. These lorries, they're not your good, honest, normal lorries. Instead of cable ties or tinned fruit or manure, they're all filled up with entertainment and God knows what else. Why, if those painted monstrosities on the side are anything to go by, they must be stuffed with dirty pictures and horror shows and worse. So the townspeople say, as the phones leap and clatter in their cradles. Word of the arrival spreads through the mycelium of the town. Gossip erupts in damp tissue sitting rooms. Rumour spores catch the wind. They're Catholic heathens from the south, so they are, intent on total depravity. No worse, they're foreign. It's not right. Pitlaw may have had a snatch of bother of late, but that's nothing outsiders can solve. The crops will come back the way they always have. The land will provide. The factory's still going, isn't it? Well, that Jimmy was always a tight bastard. He'd hold a 10-pence piece between his teeth to cure seasickness. Says the tourism will help us all, fat chance. And speaking of fat, did you see... Oh, disgusting it is. A real shame. Whatever are they thinking? Coming here, of all places. The trucks reach Jimmy's field and circle like wagons, tires gouging fresh brown tracks in the earth. Mr. Bartlett slams on his brakes. The procession comes to a screeching halt. The inhabitants fling open their doors and step out into the wet. Engines hiss and tick. Werewolf Louie angles his face to the sky, hopping from foot to foot, letting rain run rivulets down his fur. Zed offers his arm to Gretchen, etc., the world's most spectacular drag performer, and holds her up, giggling, as her glittered red heels plunge into the soil. The circle gathers around Mr. Bartlett, a fat wooden stake in his hands. Everyone makes their faces as eager as puppies in the pound. Pick me, pick me, pick me! In the grey light, Mr. Bartlett's scars are silver and luminous, sardine skin packed in a can. He smiles, the scars twist and bubble. He turns slowly, then he stops and holds the stake out to the twins. 4 long and greedy arms reach out and grab it. The crowd whoops and hollers. A single pair of legs dip a respectful curtsy. 2 identical smiles crack open 4 identical lips. The twins are beaming, beatific saints, chosen ones for this summer season. Here is the spot where things will take root. Shiny metal struts will plunge into primeval dirt. Long-forgotten grudges will be fanned into flame. Chaos and mischief will leak into the waterways. Unsuspecting mothers will brew a cup of tea and end up with a bubbling intention to stumble off the narrow. Why not? It's just trouble, after all. The twins lift the stake high. Everyone watches, breath held, as it traces an arc. The tip is sharp. The wet wood casts a shadow across the sky. For a moment, everything is still. Even the birds close their beaks. And then the twins drive the stake into the earth. The ground splits open to receive it. Just like that, the rain stops. Droplets of water reconsider their life's true destiny and head back to the sky. Gathered grey clouds puff and disappear like smoke. A sunbeam spills upon the earth and it is hot and it is holy. A good omen. The Freakslaw applaud. They have arrived. Dirt charms. Nancy wakes at the crack of dawn. All those other fuckers are still asleep. Things got a little skewed after the delirium of the stake, as things always do. But that's okay. It's best to be alone for what she has to do in the sickly morning light. She's all riled up with the electric magic of 16-year-old girls. Enough energy between her thighs to light up the entire Manhattan grid.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?